Hey, good morning. This is Alan Buchanan, and I provide location advice to owners and occupants of industrial buildings in Southern California. And welcome to another edition of Tuesday Traffic Tips. And as you can see from my back windshield there, the world is not ending. At least I don't believe it is. But it is raining in Southern California, which is a rarity in September. But rare weather gear, I guess. All right, so on to today's tip. I recently talked about how to deliver bad news. And if you missed that episode, shame on you. But you can go back and take a look at it, how to deliver bad news. But today I want to talk about when to deliver that bad news. All of us throughout our careers have received bad news, whether it's personal bad news, business bad news, whatever bad news. Maybe your team lost or what have you. But the when you deliver the bad news as a commercial real estate practitioner is very important. I would say never deliver bad news until you have the complete details of exactly what happened. In other words, let's say you get an email from a cooperating broker. Cooperating broker says, hey, my guy's not going to proceed with the purchase. Now, you've got a choice. You can let your seller know immediately, hey, the buyer's not going to proceed with the purchase. But what's going to happen? You're going to be pummeled with a million questions as to when, where, why, how, what can we do, etc. So it's best to get details, find out exactly the situation so that when you do report that bad news, you have a list of details, and candidly, maybe you've given yourself ample amount of time to also come up with an alternative. The second thing I would suggest is never under any circumstances deliver bad news the last thing in the day. Our energy levels are low, we haven't eaten recently, and it's probably the very worst time to receive bad news. So do yourself a favor, sleep on it, deliver the bad news in the morning when there's a full day to actually do something about it. All right, this is Alan Buchanan. I hope that you don't have to deliver any bad news today, but in the event that you do, now you know how. Alan Buchanan, Tuesday Traffic Tips.